Okay, so we're gonna make a new game. Standard. And now the home world. And then we have like these bugs talk. This is like a cutscene. Oh. And then eventually you'll just see that. And then there's actually a very funny part where it just lands on a planet and they say ow. Like that. And then we have the scum-laden outpost and the filthy peasant village. Let's go and take a risk and go to the filthy peasant village, but this is much of a risk anyways. And here we have our little bug hive. Right here. And now, first we're gonna have to kill our first human. All move here. And you'll see they'll all be following, except some of them aren't because they're stupid. But anyways, you know, just attack and hold off here. That's a checkpoint. Well, something of a checkpoint. You know what? Hold this narrow bridge. Let's just send everyone here. You see that green goop and the red goop? That red goop is Kool-Aid. The green goop is our Kool-Aid juice. Now let's just all go here. And then we'll just enjoy the show. And you can see here in this bar is like the swarm capacity. And this one is good when you have the nutrient pustules. They are like food producing little sacks. And yeah, they're pretty awesome. Like legitimately awesome. And once we destroy all their houses and that stuff, there's no humans left. So once we destroy all the houses, as you can see, there was a little wall in the background, but we don't have to destroy the walls. And now we can evolve our bugs. Like we can get that and then that. So now we get more damage and our swarm is a little more guided. Also, now let's do the scum-laden outpost. One thing for sure is that you can actually skip the scum-laden outpost and go straight to the filthy peasant village. Like, legitimately. I can see the difference of how much better they move. It's significant, like, definitely significant. Also, those walls actually do a really good job of stopping our swarmers because look how many there's 3 swarmers focused on that single wall. like they just want to destroy everything, including the stuff they don't have to destroy. And that's gonna get us a point, not a lot, but at least it will give us something. And we can get rapid egg laying, medium swarm capacity. I'm gonna get rapid egg laying just for a little more spawn, right? And then let's go to the disgusting hamlet. And this is where we encounter marines. But it's actually the dirty peasant village, but they move even if you don't guide them. Like at the very beginning of the start, you don't need to place banners or anything. You can just leave your cursor alone. And our first marine's coming in. Our first marine. And he does that. A long-ranged attack. and he can shoot through walls, which is even more annoying. I wish our swarmers had extra health by now. Luckily, these swarmers don't have too much health, but as you can see, if you look closer, you see they have these like small little pistols with like 50 rounds with like a 25 caliber. But as you can see, there's all rally here. Build up the swarm! You know, I've actually done this before. Like, you basically just build up your swarm of little guys. It's normally built to build up the swarm near your base. Let's try and get rid of here because this command center looking thing is actually very bad. Because as you can say, it says the human stronghold trains dirty humans that want to fight. What it means by that is it's a spawner basically. Also, you rip. Just die. There, one hit. At least you got a shot or two. And now he has a couple these swarmers do so little damage. Oh, I actually feel kind of sad for them. They just get blown up into Kool-Aid juice. Like they're Kool-Aid. Well, not exactly Kool-Aid, but like something similar, I'd imagine. We're so annoying. And now everyone will go there. And the only problem is these filthy, dirty, bad Marines. Also, all rally back. All rally back. All rally back. Now we're gonna get the whole reinforcements of our army backing in. And look at this beautiful looking peasant. Very defenseless human peasant. They scream well. They do 1 whole damage. They have 2 health. And they have 1 move speed and 1 attack speed, but they have like no range. So they have to like do close quarters combat. However, these guys have a range of 4. A move speed of 1.3, damage of 2, health of 8, armor of 1, and attack speed of 1. On the other hand, these guys have no health. I mean, not no health, they have no range. Like, basically no range. Because they have a melee attack. And now, for the all-on attack. Look at all their just Kool-Aid everywhere. Just look at it. Like, there's even red Kool-Aid everywhere. Also, red Kool-Aid is from humans. Green Kool-Aid is from guys dying. Look how it just leaves that little paint, kind of. And now, since we have a massive swarm, They're very precise, although most things can get overwhelmed easily if you know what you're doing. Well, I mean, not by that, but you see, these guys, they can one-shot our guys even if they have like 2 health, like even if they have 1. Also, these are just basic units. There's also builders and defenders, and even boom slugs. I've tried them before. They're pretty great. They are a little bit like they have like 19 health, 4 armor. They're basically just like tanks, like destroyers. You know what I mean? Just destroy these. Eat this. Eat this. Yes, eat that. Perfect, perfect. Eat more of the houses. That's great. This will allow us to create even more destruction. I mean, not destruction, but yeah, you get what I mean. You know, I have to actually destroy all the humans. That's our whole quest. We're not even trying to save them for once. We're just trying to kill them. All. Really weird. Also, this is a pretty new game. And now we can evolve even more. Now, I would normally go for the health, but let's just get the builder and the nutrient pustules because those are really good. And then let's go for the defensive dirt town. I also kind of really like the music. Okay, so there's a few guys here, a few guys over here, and then there's another one, and then there's like this area, and that area. So we're basically cornered into this spot, so we're gonna have to mass up here. If you see these guys dying, even though one of my swarmers are dying, these are builders. They're actually kind of cute. I mean, just look at the builders. They have a little bit better posture than the others. And here's the nutrient pustule. They kind of look like egg hammers, like no joke. And now, let's just destroy. Let's just basically send our guys here. They aren't very smart, but they make up for it in numbers. Also, these marines are very annoying. I hope we don't run into flame. And however, next area is gonna be even worse because we're gonna have flamethrowers, like legitimate flamethrowers, and also turrets, which is gonna be even worse. You know, I can pretty much just rush. You can pretty much just almost get everything without even having to, well, try it again in the first place. There you go. There you go. Good as dead. Good as dead. Good boy. Good boy. And you see, these produce a little bit of food. So, all builders should go right here, while my swarmers, on the other hand, you know what, let's just eradicate these guys. They're gonna cut my supplies a little bit. I mean, my supply line of guys. He killed a few guys, actually. And because there are no Marines, now he can just go off the floor and just destroy everyone. Now, as you can see, these nuggets produce food. Like already I'm creating more nutrients, as they're called, or food. You can call them whatever you want. But they just showed as like meat stick kind of food. Like meat sticks, kind of. But anyways, this area is gone. Now all we'll have to do is wait. And eventually, all these guys are gonna be dead anyways. I don't even know them anything. Like I'll just... And now let's get an enclosure. Let's all rally up right here. Except for, of course, builders. You all go back and retreat and explode yourselves so you can create more of us. Also, you see these little green patches? You don't have to build your structures on them. It's just, they're kind of like a path for the builders, but I don't care about that anyways. It's also known as nutrient goop. I don't know why they call that nutrient goop. And now we can evolve even more. So what should we get? Should we get swarmer health or large swarm capacity? I'm gonna get medium spawn size and the defender. And then maybe I'll get enough points to get all of these bottom ones like that. I normally get those anyways. We've done with the disgusting hamlet. Now what about the protective trash heap? I've actually played this game a bit, so I actually know what I'm doing. Well, kind of. I mean, I've only gone to area 2 and do you want to see the defender? This is the defender. Imagine an AT-AT walker that's also a bug. Then this is it. It has a ranged attack. It has about it's pretty good. Like it has more health than even one of these basic marines. And though they aren't able to outgun them, and they are able to outgun them, however, if you are a noob and play on relaxed difficulty, you might want to step up your game a little bit. Well, I'm kind of a pro, but not exactly master level because I've only played the standard difficulty and also relaxed. I tried it. It gives your bugs like a little bit more health, which is kind of helpful. Like for example, like yeah, but even then, the flamethrowers are like the worst. Like, they can take out a ton of defenders. Like, they're just bad. Like, you know Eggman from Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, he's like him, but with a flamethrower, and he's much worse. Like, instead of pretending to kill everyone, he's gonna kill all of the bugs and try and guess how he kills with fire. but but it lingers on the ground. So if you're in like a straight single path, they'll all line up for their doom basically. It doesn't last forever, but they're still pretty bad. Like you need to like flank them and spank them, which our bugs aren't very good at. Like I mean, first let's build up the swarm. And you go here. This is why nutrient pustules are OP. Like already I'm producing like an insane amount of bugs. Like when I have a lot of nutrients, it's just like I produce a ton of bugs. Because the more nutrients you have, the more bugs you produce. Like that's a little bit more than I would produce normally. Also, you can actually see what it produces. I mean, yeah, it has 5 armor, 60 health, and it has no attack. The only thing that's defending it is its bugs. That's the only thing defending it, like legitimately. But look how much we spawned when we did that. Like that was a ton of builders, which only cost free food, but still, that can stack pretty quickly. And you can see, normally they produce 2, but as you can see, these are the modifiers. You can only have 1 of them, but I have this one, produce 25% more nutrients. But you can also select others, like attack damage and spawning more bugs. And since we have a full swarm capacity, now we'll need to free up some swarm by killing this single man and annihilating this man's career. Like, let's just destroy him. Even better, we get a flank. And we might even do a little bit of a spanking. Yep, we definitely just destroyed that man's career and a few others. Let's just go here. Let's just move a little bit forward. And I forgot about the nutrient goop. Let's just stop that because it's unnecessary. Also, now it's time for your doom. And then, you see, those guys have a ranged attack. A little bit like a shotgun. They do quite a bit of damage, although their range, it's okay, but not so much. Like, they have a shotgun-like attack. Like, look how close they are to that wall. Not too close, but still. Also, they can stack up like that, and then they just do a ton of damage. And that is really, just really good. However, the counter to these swarmlings, they evolve new guys to fight us as we do. So we're basically, as we evolve, they evolve too. So it's not like we can just do whatever we want. It's a little bit strategic. You go there. We're gonna go for a flanking maneuver. Which is hopefully gonna do a little bit more damage. I mean, not damage, but hopefully they can spread out a little bit more. I mean, hopefully. I mean, we're about to destroy them anyways, like. And this is why defenders are so OP. They have so much health, like so much. And now we have to destroy all of the houses. And now we can evolve a little bit more. Which means what we're gonna do is actually get that and that. And then we can eventually get that and we can get the warrior. But let's not get too complacent. What can we get? Damage, speed, influence. More pus basically gives your nutrient pustules like double. And yeah. And now we have to destroy the regrettable looking city. Maybe just a tiny bit bad because they're all compressed into this narrow hallway. But now we have to at least. Defenders here. Swarmlings here. Well, first we have to destroy this area because it's gonna annoy me so much. Have to go straight through narrow compartment, which is not what bugs are good at. That's what bugs are bad at. Probably. Build up the swarm. Now we can at least produce something of nutrients. Now, once we're done with that, this is it. Our first kill. That was legitimately our first kill in the wicked looking city. Now let's all move hockey 1, hockey 2, hockey 3. My first time we're moving outside into the danger zone. They're fortified and we need to destroy the fortification. It's gonna be 2 after all, you can just go up through here and then into there. I also hope we get warriors because those are OP. But so far we're doing a pretty good job. We're doing a pretty good job. Already not a great job, but still pretty good. Also, if you're wondering, we are actually the bugs. So yeah, we're pretty much against bugs. There's also a mini game. I might make a video on that. But basically, it's a mini game where you defend against waves and waves and waves of people. And basically, it's you fight and you fight and you fight basically until the end. You can skip all of the waves, but then you will have to deal with a lot. At least you'll have a ton of upgrade points. Also, you know I got the Swarmer influence first? Because you have to get the Swarmer influence first before you can even get anything else. Like, legitimately. Also, we're sentient, which might sound a little bit weird, but it's true. Somehow. And now we're gonna go right up their snout. There's a few shots. We got a few shots, so great. And this has about a little bit of health. Like it took maybe like 10 hits, something like that. I mean 5 hits, but yeah. Doesn't seem to be taking so much damage. Okay, now it's taking a little bit. And now you can see it's slowly dropping as these guys attack. It's dropping rapidly. And there was destroyed. Terrorlings destroy this wreckage. All defenders, you go and destroy that area. Also, annihilate that man. Good. And you annihilate the houses on this side, while the defenders do damage from this side. And now we have even more evolution points. And now we're into area 2. I've been in area 2 before actually. Now that means we can get even more. And now we can finally get the warrior. And then I really like warrior endurance because they're, and then you get, if we get all of these, you can get quite a few upgrades like armor, razor sharp spines. You can get movement speed, you can get damage, you can get armor, you can increase their stats like armor and health, or you can increase their influence or their endurance. You can pretty much basically add pretty much anything. And then I've tried the boom slug before. It's pretty good. Rebuilding. I don't like the nutrient pustules. There's the now let's go to the simpleton housing. And this is where we encounter something a little bit surprising. Turrets. You thought offensive was their deal. No, now they're trying to be defensive. Which is weird considering Marines are pretty defensive, but not exactly offensive. Also, you ought to see a warrior. It's actually pretty majestic looking beast. No joke. And that, my friends, is a warrior. This majestic beast may look a little bit like a, may be a little bit, he's hard to click on actually because he moves so quickly. Like he's a pretty here. Highly armored and very healthy attacking bug. They give great hugs. Normally these have 15 health, but they have 17, actually 14 health because I added a plus, because I have evolutions that give them like +1, and then also the plus that you remember I had. So they have a move speed of 2.5, which is even faster than these little swarmlings, which are, and as you can see, this level is going up. If you see it go down a little bit, that's just like a builder exploding itself to build something. They build things out of their own body parts, basically. They make a sacrifice to build something. Very weird, right? The more builders, now as you can see, the swarm capacity is about almost full. And now, do you know what this means? Time to charge. All except for the builders. You stay here. But luckily there's no marines. If there were, this level would be a nightmare. But there aren't. So we can just power straight forward. Also, warriors, they have quality over quantity. You need to go a little bit qualitative, but you also have to go quantity and quality. Like for these turns, you need to make one massive force and then attack them all at once. You can't just like steam power your way through. Not that easy. Defenders, defend here. If we can cut this area off, we'll get a little bit more supply lines. Even when they just, I wonder if they can dodge, like legitimately dodge. At least they could. Like those things do 5 whole damage. Like see, 5 damage, 3 armor. They are pretty beastly because they're warriors. And also go for this turn. They aren't good at close range because they don't even fire at close range. Well, they do, but they don't do much. I can also use them. Put the builders back there. And that won't give us a lot of points, but at least it will give us something. Plus, it was pretty easy anyways. Plus, I think you should take the... I don't think you should look at how dangerous it is. I think you should more of look at how much points it gives, because it shows the difficulty a little bit more. Like, a little bit more. This will give us significantly more health and just a bit of movement speed. I like that one. And then eventually they'll be skiing across the land. And this, my friends, do you want to see a flamethrower, like legitimately? That, my friends, is a flamethrower. And now these guys are pretty bad. Like they have 16 health on average, 1 damage, 3 armor. They're a little bit slow with the move speed of 0.7. Attack range and attack speed of 3 and 3. However, they're pretty bad. As if like a lot of them can equal to quite a bit of damage. And you don't want your bugs. And you want to be a little bit tanky, but at the same time you want to do a lot of damage, so yeah. It's a little bit tricky. These flame also, there are tanks if you want to hear about that. And there's even Tesla coils. I don't know why they have like legitimate Tesla on their side, but okay. That's just like weird. But at least killing one of these will, well, at least it will help with us reproducing. And this, my friends, they did that. He killed a... You see, those guys are OP. They just killed a swarmling, which are pretty quick. And then they also killed something... Let's build a hive. And then let's make our builders go towards that. Like, you know what? Builders all here. That's gonna be a problem. I'll go here. There's just something very satisfying about just killing these humans, like murdering them. I'm pretty sure there's about 6 different kinds. There's builder, defender. There's the swarmlings, the builder, the defender, the warrior, the boom slug, and then finally, but not for last, the swarm mother, also known as the swarm king. But basically, it's basically a bug producer that allows you to produce mobily. But yeah, I haven't tried her out, so I'm actually kind of curious. However, she's not an easy one to get. You're gonna have to go a long route in order to get that one. This is what we have to kill. Once again, we made a pretty big push, pushing them almost to... This is like their final and only stand. We just knocked them back like by a huge margin. Also, their bugs should be wide areas. That's where they work best, not narrow. Otherwise, they all just get stuck into here. And just flamethrower would be good right here because, and it would just and it would just completely wreck this whole path, leading them all to their doom. If they can survive, well, maybe not to their doom exactly, but still. Put here. Two there. Retreat! Retreat! Two flamethrowers, but still. I hate how they can just slowly move towards your bows. Like it. You can use this as cover kind of though, because it does cover them too, but they can't shoot through it. On the other hand, they can shoot through walls. But yeah. We're gonna put an all-on attack right now. Once again, we're making a pretty big push. Just look at them. Imagine, it's like Dr. Eggman, but without a beard, and actually something of a flamethrower. Except it kind of looks like a 50 caliber pistol, compared to these 20 caliber guys with pistols. You know what I mean? Like, just look at him. It's like him with a flame shotgun or something like that. It's like he has a shotgun, which he doesn't, but he just has it, I guess. They're also known as flamers, but once we destroy this, they're basically dead. Once we destroy that. Yep, now they're basically dead. I mean, not them, but their spawner. One, and two, go here. And the other hand, 3 and 4, there. But 2, on the other hand, will complete the hive. And while we're destroying these houses, you don't have to destroy the walls. We have to destroy everything. You can destroy the walls, but you don't have to. Basically, that was what I was trying to say. This reduces their speed, but since they got more movement speed anyways, that's gonna still. And then there's also the swarm mother right here. Best parent. That's a funny one. What is it? Move speed. This will make him spawn 3 at a time. I'm actually pretty curious about the swarm mother. You can reset your evolution, which basically gives you all your points at the cost of resetting everything you got. So if you don't remember what you got but you want to get something, then this is it, because then you can just redo what you wanted. Now let's do the fortified settlement. Shift barricade. This one is a nightmare. But you know what? I think that'll end it for today's video. So I'll see you soon. So bye.